This is Matthew Maher, and I support this message. I'm giving my best advice to anyone that owns over 100,000 acres or more. You are currently facing charges for being greedy and, murder in the 6th degree by creating a criminal society where if we equally distributed the inhabitable land of the world, every person would have around 2 acres of land. So now if you have 100,000 acres of land, you have 50,000 people's shares, or a little, like one person less than 50,000 people's shares of property. So now look at it that way. You have 50,000 people's shares of property, and there's a criminal society where there's 50,000 people now that couldn't own 2 acres of land because you own 100,000 acres of land. Now, if you look at it this way, if you own 1 million acres of land and, or 2 million acres of land, say 1 million people were homeless, and out of those 1 million people that were homeless, 1,000 of them had decided to rob a bank to try and one day buy a home with the money they had stolen from the bank. The bank robbery had then turned fatal. People were murdered. And now they are indeed guilty of the bank robbery and the murder. And the people monopolizing property, owning more than they need, creating the criminal society that created this situation, leaves them guilty in the 6th degree of the bank robbery and the murder. Making, the 1,000 people that have done that murder and bank robbery, now the rich people that own, 2 million acres of property are guilty for 1,000 counts in the 6th degree of the crimes committed for money. And it breaks down where, a person with 100,000 acres would then be guilty for 100 counts of the bank robbery and the murder in the 6th degree. So basically you're facing life in prison, but we are very understandable and we can take a plea bargain where if you take any property you have exceeding 7 acres of your choice will allow and donate that to a church, we'll be able to give you a plea bargain and you'll have probation. This is Matthew Maher. I support this message.